We need to ask ourselves a critical question, which is, are all of our students, is every learner at Grand Rapids Christian Schools achieving the way that we would like them to be? And I don't know that the answer is yes. I think that Learning Without Limits gives us an opportunity to reflect on who are those students, perhaps, that are still struggling learners, but then also for our students who have been high achievers on a local level, can we position them to be high achievers on a national or even international level? Can we position them to be able to access the premier post-secondary institutions and access careers that right now we're not positioning them to access? When I think about what it means to deepen learning for our students, I think about how our more traditional system of educational delivery has operated for a long time. My generation and past generations, where teachers were seen as disseminators of information and students were to absorb that information and then apply it. And that was kind of how business happened in the classroom. We are moving into an era, educational research is telling us that in order for our learners to truly absorb and become engaged in the content that we're trying to deliver, we need to become facilitators of their learning. And so we need to create learning environments that do things like encouraging and promoting inquiry of students, synthesis, pulling together of various pieces of information, good critical analysis of information, which means to pull things apart to really understand the pieces better. So when we say to deepen learning, we're talking about really taking our content and thinking about how are we going to deliver that in a way that's going to involve our students more in the process of acquiring that through those kinds of things. The reason why instruction is changing is because simply our kids are changing and our society is changing, and our instructional practices have to respond to a new generation of learners that are coming to our doorsteps. The students we are educating today are not the students of yesterday. They are not us, the adults that we are today. We need to meet them where they are at, and they are growing up in a society, in a culture that is much more technology-driven, data-rich, digital, and as a result of those, it's a society that's become more national and international. And we have to respond. How are we going to engage this generation of learners through our instructional practices?